Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes. Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? What did you think of yesterday's performance? Get your game comments in. Well, you know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 9:30 a.m. It's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by us fans in here for you fans out there. And you know what? Your opinion matters. So get them comments in now. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes!
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms. For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.
Morning all, how's it going? I hope you're well, I hope you're good. What a disappointment yesterday was. Some great play. We tried our hearts out. We rode our luck, but we went toe-to-toe with Arsenal at times. But there'll still be fans out there who will be loving it that we lost. Because their Cooper agenda will still be going. You know who you are out there, but I bet you still celebrated when Leicester scored, when Justin scored that stunner. Anyway, good morning. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Morning, Gray. Morning, Valentine. Morning, Pete. Morning, Dan. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. We've got a few people. Well, I've got a couple of people on. Time for some balanced comments, common sense on the game. I'm not quite sure you'll get much common sense from me or Reedy and Chris, who's coming on later. Jonathan, think Cooper's doing a good job with what he has. Yes, I do agree with you on that one. What does everyone think? Morning, Wayne. How are you? Ian, Supervox, how are you? Get your comments in. What do you think on yesterday's performance? Was it good? Was it bad? What do you think going toe-to-toe with probably the champions-elect of this season who have pushed Man City last week, the last 4 years as well, who have finished second? Absolutely fantastic, I think, performance yesterday. First half, not so good, but we defended like beavers. Morning, Stu. Good morning. Great effort. Yes, so close. Adam, morning, Adam. How are you? You may have seen my post on the site, but people need to realise where we are, who we are at the moment. 6 games, 16th. We'll take that all day long. Yes, Adam, I wish there was more people like you out there. On that note, we shall bring Reedy in on that comment. Morning, Reedy. How are you, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
Which way are you flip-flopping at the minute? Are you in or out? Are you sitting on the fence again? I'm not quite sure where you go week in, week out, pal. You seem to change day in, day out, don't you?
Because of the Everton result and we didn't lose, I've said that in my opinion, I think it's down to the 10 games, as in the next 4 now. The one against Arsenal, again, as much as Cooper didn't want to call it a free hit, we went in the game thinking, make sure we defend the game and stay in the game. And obviously at 2-2, fair enough. But the big ones are the next 4 games: Ipswich, Forest, Southampton, and Bournemouth. For me, in my eyes, and the way we've been playing, I think we should be looking to get 9 points out of them 4 games. I know it's a lot to ask in 3 wins out of 4, but I think if you get them, then you've got a really good head of a start in the next 10 games from there. But if you don't get them, for me, it is looking a bit shaky in my eyes.
Patrick, yes, Arsenal could have had 7, but they didn't. And we went toe-to-toe with them. Yes, they could have had 7. Mads made some fantastic saves. We went toe-to-toe with Arsenal. It was 2 injury time goals, Patrick. That's what you've got to look at. 2 injury time goals. That was it. Morning, Craig. I'm going to bring Chris in after this comment because I think Chris will like this comment. Morning, Jamie. Beginning to see a bit more of the old Leicester back At least there's some fight coming back and a bit more entertainment. Let's bring Chris on that because I can see him nodding his head in the background.
Spot on.
Meant to bring you in there, Chris. What do you think to that comment by Mr. Six-Hitter Craig?
Spot on, absolutely spot on. Because let's say the one complaint we had last season was that we was doing a lot of sort of sitting at the back and hoping to get them on the counter. This time we're actually fighting. All right, we still lost in the end, but at the end of the day, we fought and fought and fought, and that, you know, I can take a lose any day of the week as long as we're fighting. If we just sort of sat back and let them have it, then of course I'd be Cooper out along with everybody else, but we didn't. We seriously fought. Yes, we lost in the end, but at the end of the day, we still fought, and that's all we can ask for the lads.
Chris has reiterated that point as well. Jamie, morning, Jamie. Good to see we put up a good fight yesterday, but let's face it, we were never going to get anything from the Emirates. Yeah, Edward, me and Reedy have been having this sort of comment before the show. Yes, we were never going to get anything. We didn't think so. No, that's not true because you never know what's going to happen in football. We were expecting to lose 3-4-0. Don't you think, Reedy?
Yes and no. Like the way we played in the first half, for me, it was inevitable we were going to lose 2 or 3 or 4-0 because we asked them. We did ask them basically to come on to us because we didn't even try and attack. We literally just sat back and let them do it. They were even saying on the commentators that when they played Man City last week, that's what Arsenal were doing to Man City because they knew how good Man City can be. So for me, yes, I do think we could have got more out of the game in aspects, but again, I completely understand the reason why we did defend that game. I honestly did. Yeah. It's just annoying that we defended so hard and we still conceded 2. It's just like, for me, it just felt a bit, why would you do it if you're just going to concede 2 anyway?
When the 7 minutes went up, Wayne, I thought, yeah, Arsenal are going to score it. I just knew Arsenal were going to score in them 7 minutes. But the 7 minutes would have come from the 2 goals Leicester scored. There's a minute because it's 30 seconds each goal. The subs that Arsenal made, the subs that Leicester made, Hermison's injury. Unfortunately, I think it was about right. I think I was hoping for 5, but then it stretched on to, I think it was 101 by the time we finished, Chris. What did you think to the referee's performance? Because, Vardy, even though Vardy's, the tackle on Vardy, well, not a tackle, it was more of an arm around the shoulder and that, was very soft. If that had been an Arsenal player or anybody else, I think you would have got it as a free kick. I also think Bowen, the fullback, Cafeo is his name, should have been sent off.
Calafiori.
Well, you know my name with following names. Should have been sent off, but he changed his mind and gave Bowenauti a booking for giving it that, which is right. He shouldn't.
It's true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it's in the rules.
Doing that gets you a booking. That is correct.
That's wrong. You shouldn't be telling people to make referees give bookings. But I still think the referee dropped a bollock there. I really do.
Well, this is the part I hate because everyone knows I'm a referee's son. So, you know, I live with a referee. My dad was a referee for 27 years. So, like, he has seen the highlights of that. And even he was screaming at the television, what the heck is that ref doing? Like, they absolutely messed up. And also, I think the reason somebody actually pointed this out. When I looked back at it, I was like, that's a good point, actually. The reason they said that the Vardy foul wasn't given was because he was last man. So, therefore, Arsenal would have then had another man sent off. So when I saw that, I was just like, was he last man? Yes, he was. So, you know, that's why I think the referee bottled that one.
It's true there. I forgot that one about Skip. That's just reminded me. Skip did it over the ball. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, so
no.
I don't think the referee
100% Skip should have been sent off as well.
But this is the situation now, because obviously what we've seen already in the Premier League so far, Arsenal having 2 red cards from controversial decisions. I think that's played a man on the refs, on the man on the ref. And then you've obviously got decisions like what happened yesterday where people are saying, keep the game alive, don't send someone off something a little bit stupid or a little bit childish in a way, like what Trossard did against Man City where he just kicked the ball away. Don't get me wrong, it is a booking, it should be a booking, but the ways people get booking sometimes, it's like, was it Skip got the first yellow card? It wasn't even a foul. He won the ball.
No.
It was for Ndidi, sorry. I don't know which one it was, but they won the ball clearly, and he got yellow for it, and then it cost them a chance of getting red carded. So they need to keep the game fair. But like I say, for me, that Calafiori guy, it had to be red carded. He had to be. He made a stupid foul, and it was a dangerous foul in a way. And it should have been a red, and it could have
I
changed the
think,
game
to be
completely.
honest, I think the referee bottled it. To be honest,
He
a bit,
did.
Chris, yesterday.
He did, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, and
That could change the game
but-
massively.
but-
we could have gone and won it 3-2 then.
But the fourth goal that was given, but that one I can understand because Justin unfortunately did poke the ball to him, which therefore means he played him on.
Yeah, live.
So that one I can understand.
I was having this conversation with Reedy before. Reedy says he spotted it straight away that it was Justin. I had a
I did.
parcel of Leicester fans screaming at the TV saying it was offside.
Just remember, mate. I've got a 75-inch TV, so I can see every little pixel.
I've got a 55.
all right, Mr.
Two
Big Head.
pitches outside.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I the moment Hermanson for the one time in the whole game messes up and not claws it back, and he lets it go, you could just see James Justin running, like sliding in for it, and obviously passed it straight to the man on the goal line. So
Yeah, it's just
It's
This
hard,
exercise
it's hard.
doesn't matter.
it's
the way we
hard to
lose, the way we lost was annoying yesterday. I don't think I will say this, and people probably stand me for it. Yeah,
I love
I do
that.
that, say Pete.
And they say the size doesn't matter. Oh, dear.
I was saying that I don't think we did deserve anything yesterday. I won't lie, but we put up an effort. Hermanson clearly did his best game in a
man of the
Leicester
match.
shirt by far.
13 saves yesterday. 13
He was
saves.
clearly the best Leicester performance he's had since he's been at Leicester by a mile.
100%.
Yeah, I'll do this now. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to do it towards the end. We'll do the man of the match because we're talking about it. Is it going to be? There's only two contenders, really, isn't there?
Yeah.
Justin or Mads. There couldn't be no one else, can there? There can be no one else apart from them two. Who would you give it to, Reed? Chris. Let's start with Chris because Reedy needs to wet his whistle a minute. He's got a dry mouth.
Were it not for the fact that Justin's got the fourth goal in, I would have said him. But no, you can't deny Mads. He was absolutely amazing. You could tell he was Schmeichel's number 2 for a reason, and yesterday proved why. Because some of the saves he was like that's what you saw from Casper. Like that's exactly what you saw. They were
If
amazing.
anything better than Casper. Like
Yeah,
for me,
possibly so.
shot stopping wise, like every chance Arsenal had, I was like, yeah, that's clear goal. That's a clear goal. You just can't save it, and he does. It's mental.
Arsenal had 17 corners yesterday. How many of them did Mads come out and punch?
You wouldn't see Casper doing that. You would not see
Michael
Casper
would have
doing that.
stayed on the line.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the corners now. We defended the corners well, didn't we? Until the last corner, Chris.
Yeah.
17th corner. It wasn't even a shot on target because it got given as no goal.
Yeah. I mean,
It's frustrating.
I looked at that and I was just like, okay, indeed, sometimes we get the luck, sometimes we don't. That was unlucky. No, I really don't blame Ndidi for that one. Because
the annoying thing was when they saw the camera of the ball coming over, you could see how free the man was. It just for me, like you've got to be. No, I know that, but that ball was perfectly going to Trossard, and you in my eyes, you just have to do better defending wise on that. You can't just let him have a free shot because even if it was a own goal, you just mark it and you'll be fine. We've marked 16 other corners.
At the same time, a few years ago, like we were terrible at set pieces, and a good majority of our goals conceded were corners. So
we've scored a lot of corners.
I think someone's just commented that, saying that under Rodgers it'd been something like 17-0 because of how many corners were. Spot on. Because so we've certainly improved on that front.
I mean,
we've scored goals as well from set pieces now. We scored another one yesterday from it.
Yeah,
I think I saw a stat on Match of the Day last night. Arsenal have conceded 26 goals. Sorry, have scored 26 goals from corners since the beginning of last year, and it took them 17. One of their defenders has scored, I think, 10 goals from the corners.
Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, he has. Yeah. They are very good at corners, and every corner, because we kept giving them corners in the first half, especially. I thought they're going to get one of these in it. Like it's going to be a moment. Like I say, it's just going to keep going and going and going, and they will eventually get one because their set pieces are quality. But we did well again. Like I said, like Locke said there, it was just one too many corners for us.
Yeah,
but we defend. I mean that comment then. It wasn't terrible defending. we defended well for 90 minutes. There was 2 sloppy bits of defending in that first half. Other than that, we defended quite well. You've got to forget the last 2 goals because you could see it was going to happen. Arsenal were just coming on and coming on and coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Every team in the world would have bowed to that pressure. The amount of pressure that Arsenal. We did well yesterday.
I can't fault it. I can't fault them. The only bit I can fault about the game was the first half and how we defended. Because I'm not saying to go all out attack. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you defended like you couldn't do anything else, and you still conceded 2 goals. For me, I would have at least gave them a bit of a fight, because the moment we came out in the second half, we were a completely different side. If we did that a bit more in the first half, we probably could have kept the scoreline a bit lower and maybe even scored a goal. For me, that's just the difference I would change. But like you said, you can't fault the performance or the fighting of the players. You can't.
I mean, if I'm correct, JJ is now joint leading Premiership goal scorer for Leicester with Mavadivi and hold on,
Vardy.
He's got 3, or has he got 2?
No, but I think Vardy's got 3, so I think Vardy's still...
Vardy's only got 2, hasn't he?
I thought it was 3.
Is it 3? I can't remember. Anyway,
I don't know.
He's up there. If he's not first, he's second. And
First ever brace, though.
That second goal. Wow.
Oh,
Quality.
Stunning.
Wow.
Stunning.
How it takes for someone. I mean, I've never played at a high level. I couldn't get my leg probably that high at the minute to try and do that. But to actually get your foot over the ball and with your outside of your foot and the curl, I mean, the camera angle was perfect. It was right behind. You could see it curling in.
But that's the sort of goal you need to have in these sort of big games. Like, you're not going to score a goal from very good, like, passing play and whatnot. You've got to. It was a very good clear ball over the top to JJ's perfectly hit foot into the goal. So, yeah, it's perfect. It was a brilliant goal. Probably the goal of the month at least for us. Maybe even goal of the season.
And Ross just said it. We're scoring in every game. Ross Bradley. We're scoring in every game. We're one of, I think, 5 teams. I think it is to score in every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame we can't have any goal conceded in every game as well.
Unfortunately, we're also one of 5 teams that hasn't had a win yet. So.
Well, yeah.
There's a I think there was a stat. I can't remember what it was. It said Leicester scored in every game up to now, and apparently we've not done that since the year we won the league, and that was 9 games in a row.
There you go. See, positives. You can take a positive out of a negative.
You never know. We could win the league.
Well, I won't go that far. That's pushing it a little bit.
I'm still sticking to us finishing. Was it 14th? I think I said. I'm still sticking to that.
Hold on, Craig, Mr. Six Hitter has put. We played well yesterday, but we still lost. And the bottom line is we are on half a point a game. It still needs, results-wise, results-wise need to improve. And the next 4 games are Bournemouth, Southampton and Forest and Ipswich. Yes, is that right? I'm sure that's right. I think it's right.
Next 4 are big ones.
I'll be corrected if I'm wrong. Leicester ain't going down on Twitter. Happy Coda. Yes, I hope you're true there. When that second
he was
goal
an Arsenal fan as well.
When that second goal went in, they were worried. The Arsenal fans were panicking. Yeah, they were. Until that second goal went. Oh, sorry, when our second goal went in. Yeah. I think Arsenal were a bit worried, and it took them another 40 minutes to score, another 35 minutes to score another goal. But anyway, next 4 games. What are we looking at points-wise from the next 4 games? We've got to be, I don't know, at least 6 points, at least 2 wins, maybe 7 points,
9.
2 wins and a draw. Would you be happy
9.
with 2 wins and a draw? 9.
I'm saying 9. Again, I think out of the 3, Bournemouth is the one that you probably wouldn't get the result against. Or I'd take a draw there. But again, for me, Ipswich and Southampton last season, we beat Southampton twice, and we got a point in both of the Ipswich games. For me, you've got to be beating them.
Bournemouth and Forest are at home, aren't they? Southampton and Ipswich are away. Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, Southampton's at home, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's away.
No, it is away.
Oh, it's away.
It is away.
Yeah.
On the 19th, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. I think 8
That means it's an international week.
2 wins, 2 draws.
Another international week soon.
After Bournemouth, I think there is, yeah.
I'll say 8 points. 2 wins, 2 draws would be brilliant.
We've got to beat Bournemouth, or else it will be absolutely suicidal, won't it? It'll be an absolutely meltdown if we don't get 3 points against Bournemouth.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, Everton winning yesterday. I think they won in the end. They are now
Yes,
Yeah,
above
they
us
did.
after
They
losing
did.
after losing 5 in a row or 4 in a row, drawing to us. It's already put them above us. Like for me, I'm not saying it's like hell on fire that we're in shit right now, but I'm just saying that things like that, where they've won 1 game all season and they're already above us, whereas people say we've got 3 or 4 draws now. It matters. It doesn't matter. And again, if we don't get a result in the next 3 or 4 now, and other teams do, we will be in that bottom 3. Which, again, 1 win might pull us back out of it. But
But at the same time,
I
we've
just,
still got to play them as well. I
See,
mean,
like
we haven't played Wolves yet.
Like Aggie's saying, Southampton Ipswich will also be, will be saying a must-win game for them. They'll be saying that as well.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
But then
if they want to stay up, they will.
Yeah.
But that's
the
where you
thing.
have to make sure you get the points to make sure you don't get near them, and that's the thing. And that's why I'm saying Arsenal was a free hit, even if people didn't want to say it. It was a free hit. We got close.
I actually put because our match was in the Super Six. I did put us to lose, but I only put us to lose 2-1. So because I thought we're definitely going to score. We've scored every game.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought 2-1. If it is so when it was 4-2, admittedly it should have been 3-2, maybe 4-2. But it's a case of like, but we still fought, and I was like, as I say, there's nothing more we can ask from the lads. As long as they're fighting, keep going.
Craig's made a good point up it. The lineup was better yesterday, but he's still worried about JJ's defending. Yeah.
Oh, I knew Reedy was going to look like that.
I'm a bit worried about JJ.
He did not like it at all.
But was that lineup better because we didn't play really wingers yesterday. We played more narrower, and so Vardy had a bit more up top with him.
The setup was better. I think the way we played with 2 kind of maybe cams behind Vardy, where it was a bit more access to Vardy then, was fair. I still have an issue with why Fatu isn't starting. Like he's getting 2 minutes a game. Like for me, he's probably one of the biggest threats in our squad when he's on the ball. And I don't know what he's got to do. People say he's got to play well. Well, how is he going to play well if he's not going to get on the pitch? For me, Ndidi again, I got the point of the 3 DMs. I did. And he did do okay yesterday. He did do okay yesterday.
But you're not loving it though.
I'm sorry.
No,
there was no other match that you need 3 DMs more.
No, I get it. I do completely get it. I do. My perfect up top team would be Mabadidi, Fatu, either El Canuso or Buonanotte in the middle, and then Vardy up front. But it seems like we're always one off either way. We either have Mabadidi and then have AU on the wing. We have Fatu on one wing, and then we have someone else who, like Katie McAtee on the wing. I just want to see once just to see if it works. Because I think if we had all of them in the next couple of 4 games, I think we could easily beat them. I honestly could. I think that is the biggest threat we've got in this team. And I don't know what he's got to take to get Fatu in this side. I'm sorry, I don't.
It took 23 minutes for the first Cooper out, which is unusual actually. And then there's been 2 in the last minute, so that's not too bad, is it? So it took 23 minutes before we've actually had a Cooper out.
Mind you, during my watch along, it was full of it.
Well, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
It was full of it. Mind you, I admitted it on the stream as well. We was terrible in the cup, absolutely terrible. But, let's see how we get on against Man U.
We're not going that far back. I don't know. Let's not go that far back, please. Although it might be an improvement. Some people might think.
Do you two agree that we need to start seeing Fatu in this side?
Yeah. I mean, I do enjoy Fatu because, like,
people say he's not the best of starts, but you need to get him in the team to start playing well. Otherwise, he's not going to play.
He's definitely doing as well as he can at the moment. I still think there's room for improvement, but at the same time, he's still doing as well as he can at the moment. He's definitely, certainly in the cup match, he was doing brilliantly on the wing.
Yes.
Trying his best to get balls into the area. So yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, Lou man, I'll speak to you later about that. Yeah, I know it's amazing.
To see Linda's comment.
Oh, I know.
He deserves it.
Yeah, well, he does, doesn't he?
He deserves it, big time.
Although I did notice after the game, Arsenal celebrated like they just won the league against us. To be honest,
well, they did that. They did that the year. They did that the year that we won the league. when they scored the last minute goal against us with was it Welbeck? Yeah, they were going mental. Shame they didn't win the league, they did though.
No, they didn't. If
Sadly, they
Fatua
were the
played,
only team that did a double over us.
if Fatua played, he'll take up the space in front of JJ. Others who play, there'd be more room around.
Plays a roam around more.
I'm not quite sure what that comment means actually. Whether there's
He's
more
basically
space.
saying because JJ goes up the pitch like he did yesterday and scored 2 goals from it. I think maybe he'd be in the way. But for me, someone like I think he can defend just as well as JJ. Like if he needs to backtrack and go into where JJ's space is, for me, Fatu can do the job. You can see how he can jump. You can see how well his defending stats are. For me, there's a no-brainer to start him. I just don't know how and why, because it really is. It's detrimenting his career because Cooper's not letting him play. He needs to be playing games and getting used to the Premier League instead of just sitting on the bench.
What do you think to this one, Chris? Everyone's saying we were poor, Stephen Payne. Everyone's saying we were poor defensively yesterday, but for me, we were excellent. Look at the quality of Arsenal players. Come on, give them some credit for a change. Sorry, that's Reedy that should go to then, because you don't give anyone much credit, do you, Reedy?
Yeah, defending was good yesterday. Other than, like I say, for me, the first half was a bit too defensive. I know, I get the point of being too defensive. It's just the fact that we conceded 2 goals from being that defensive. But no, I can't fault the players' fight. Look at the players' intensity to stay in the game. I get that. Look at the whole point of that. But I will say, if you can take this game onwards in a positive way, the next 4 games, if you can play how you did yesterday, there's no doubt about it. You should be going to beat them, in my eyes, anyway. If you can stay close to Arsenal game and go and draw to them at some point, then surely you should be beating the other teams, and that's just how I look at it.
Everyday Game on YouTube has asked Chris. Well, not asked you, Chris. Asked us. Did Arsenal get lazy 2-0 up, or did we attack more? What do you think?
I'd say both.
On that one?
I'd say both, because yes, Arsenal did sit back a bit more when they were 2-0 up, but at the same time, don't ever take discredit away from the fact that we were then fighting more as well in the second half. So, I'd say it's both.
A little bit of both. I'm just. I'll put this one on from Locks. Not sure how anyone can watch the first 2 goals and say we defended well. It was horrific. 2 balls into the box and no one there. Yes, there was 2 balls, but what about it was 2 sloppy balls? One came from a free kick. That could have been a free kick. But also, in general,
and also the first one shouldn't have stood because there was a foul beforehand.
But also, in general, we defended well. I know it's 2-0 down at half time. People are going to say, "Oh, we were 2-0 down. How can you say you defended well?" But Arsenal threw everything at us. Arsenal threw all the kicks. We were only 2-0 down. Everyone was expecting we were going to be 4-5-0 down at half time, and that was it. Game over. The Cooper out brigade, their agenda would have been quids in. They soon got shut up quite quickly.
I will agree with Ben. I will agree with Ben's comment there. For me, that is the decision. I think that is the case for me. I think the next 4 games will decide it. I think if you get less than 5-6 points, then for me, it's not going to be enough, because I honestly could. I don't want it to happen, but I honestly could see us losing 3 or 4 of the 2 of the 3 of them and winning 1. I can see it, but I hope not. I hope we do get 2 or 3 wins, and that for me would be enough to stay out of that relegation zone for a bit longer.
Bournemouth game will be the real teller of whether Cooper is good enough to manage. Yeah, the Bournemouth game, and then we're going to have 2 weeks of stew on it, and everyone's going to be ripping him to shreds. Even if we win, I think he's on a losing battle with some fans out there. They just got this agenda of trying to, and it's been in the press as well, that a lot of the pundits have said there's some kind of agenda against, because they don't want him because of the Forest connection. But again, you've got to remember, Martin O'Neill played for Notts Forest. Wes Morgan played for Notts Forest.
Legend.
Don't say Notts Forest, mate, to any of them fans.
Reedy worked for Notts Forest, and he's still a Leicester fan. So
they didn't convert me that hard, mate.
You've got to forget the Notts Forest connection. You really have, and that's what a lot of them are doing. But
yeah,
we've just got to build on this performance. I thought the performance was very good. We defended like beavers, as Chris Kamara used to say.
Oh, it's unbelievable, Jeff.
Yeah, well, not quite. It wasn't quite. Well, it wasn't that unbelievable yesterday, but it was when we made it 2-0. It was unbelievable. I forgot what I was going to say. Now you put me off my train of thought there, Chris. But ain't hard.
Defends like Beavers.
They defended like Beavers. We've just got to carry on with it, haven't we, lads? We've just got to push forward.
Use yesterday's game as a positive, and that's all you have to say.
I mean, we played Palace, but I don't think I think we played better yesterday than we did against Palace.
Yeah,
because we played Arsenal. I think we went toe to toe with champions elect, near enough champions elect. I would say they're going to be there again, like I said earlier. And I think you've got to take everything from this performance into the game against Bournemouth and carry on, even if it means playing the same lineup next week against Bournemouth. Really, his cogs are going in his head thinking now, what can we do to change it? I think that playing that same lineup, the confidence will be in that team. I really do.
Maybe it's a start of what we saw yesterday. Again, a different not system, but a different way of playing where we didn't have actual wingers. We had more inside forwards where it helped Vardy more, and that's maybe what we need to do. Maybe that is the key to start winning games. Unfortunately, yesterday the reason we didn't win was because it was Arsenal. If you do it against the lower sides, you may clearly win games.
Tony, I would love to know from these outings, who would you replace him with? The thing is, the squad is strong enough to survive whoever's in charge. Last year, we had King Enzo, and they loved it. All the fans absolutely loved him. You could have had Tom, Dick, and Harry in charge, and they would have won that league last year. But
I'd debate that, but no. Yeah.
No. So these Cooper outers, who would you get in? I got asked this question when I wanted Brendan Rodgers out. Who would you get in? Who's out there? I got
Terzic.
There was no one. I said Pochettino back in the day.
So did I.
I said Pochettino. But Tony, I totally agree with you. I'd love to know who they can go and get like that and grab them straight away.
I'd take Terzic if I could. He's from
David
he's from
Moyes. Was actually slagging him off in the summer, wanting David Moyes to come in when his name was mentioned. It was
he was actually sort of put down as Manchester United's worst ever manager. So and that's saying something because Man U's had some stinkers.
Ben, you've been speaking to your brother too much. His brother's a West Ham fan, by the way. Not saying Cooper, but yeah.
I was going to say, I wonder the Joker says Mourinho. He's a
Mourinho.
He is a
As
Joker.
if Jose Mourinho would come here.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, God, all the comments are coming. Big Sam. Yeah, you're taking the mickey there, Big Sam. Yeah, a bit late in joining. I'm just about finishing, Jono. You know we start at 9:30. Yeah. Hold on a minute. I've got to put this up. There's no way in the world you're going to attract him from West Brom when they're top of the league of the Championship and he's flying. Why is he going?
They lost yesterday. They lost yesterday. They lost yesterday to Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I had him on my bet yesterday. Little shits.
There you go. No team's infallible. If he wasn't going to come then, he's not going to leave West Brom that are in the top of the table position, only 5 places below us.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a few positive. Ivan, yes, totally agree on that one. Cheers. Where's that one coming from? These Cooper out are deluded. Yes, they are. Can we not do a 9 a.m. start, Jamie? No, can't do a 9 a.m. start. So I'm trying to get people.
He's still in bed. He's still in bed at 9 o'clock.
You're not still in bed. That's you, is it? You're not in bed today, are you?
No.
No, it doesn't show. If you didn't want to leave West Brom, you couldn't attract him then. Why is he going to attract him now? Simple as. He's not going to leave there.
As I say, shoulda, woulda, couldas. Like, what's the point of shoulda, woulda, couldas?
Assistant. So there's no names. There's no names out there. Proper names. Big Sam
get Pep's third assistant. 2 of them have gone, and now we want the third one.
Fergie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Get Sir Alex Ferguson out of retirement. Yeah. Right.
Get Klopp.
One name that hasn't been mentioned. Nigel Pearson, he's out of work at the minute.
Couldn't even keep Bristol out of the league.
Couldn't it? They kept it. They didn't get relegated, did they?
Well, no, but I think they were close to.
Still kept him up though. The big man still kept him up with his dodgy knee. Anyway, Chris, we shall see you again soon, pal. That's me done. Some of us have got to go work.
No worries, pal.
We shall see you later. Yeah, just on that last comment. Our manager left when we were top.
Yep.
Just all them Cooper outers. Just remember that our manager walked when we were top and we'd won the league. Just remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you've got to remember. To all them, the love childs of Enzo that absolutely loved him, he walked. He walked when we got promoted. Just remember that. Chris, see you later. Be good.
Ta-da.
Surely, I will say one thing is, surely anyone would leave to somewhere like Chelsea if the offer came. He wouldn't. He didn't leave us.
But he was trying
to because he wanted to leave. He left for a better job. He left. It's like if you went to, you're working somewhere small and some massive company wanted you, you'd take it. Bigger, better pay, better players. You would take it. It's not that he walked for us.
I'm sure in an interview when he was here for the long haul. At the beginning, he was here for long haul to build something. And then all of a sudden, in December, he decided to say, well, if the fans don't like it, I can always leave. So
yeah, he did have a very stubborn side to him.
That's not me. Whatever you've done, Reedy, that's not me. You've just gone blurred.
There you go. I'm back.
Righty, Reedy. I shall see you later, pal.
Adios.
Be good, pal. See you later. Right then, lads and lasses. Thank you for watching. Once again, much appreciated for you joining us at this silly hour o'clock. It's ciao, adios, goodbye, yakida. There goes the final whistle. Come on, you foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms. For exclusive extra shows, behind the scenes, competitions and podcasts, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV today on Patreon.